As you can see from the introduction, a clanmate of mine said that this tank was weak in the clan chat, so this is the battle that I literally had, 2 minutes. I started 2 minutes after he made that statement, so yeah. Let's just go ahead and speed it up. This isn't the fastest tank, but let's go ahead and get into position. Now, as you can see, it is Corellia, it is the assault team. We do have a little bit better team than they do, but still, it's, they still have a pretty strong lineup, just given that they have a Jagdpanzer E100, an Object 268, and a Waffle as their tier 10s. Now that was kind of nice with the Foch ammo racking that STI. And so what I'm doing here is I'm just setting myself up to side scrape off of this corner. And I see the 1390 has decided to suicide in YOLO. And that was a very fast death for him. And for some reason that IS-8 decided to try and side scrape instead of going hull down, which really didn't work for him. So that just gives me an opportunity to start work. And that was a really nice roll. The lower front plate is pretty hidden and my cupola is on the other side. Now trying to pen the VK's lower front plate is just not going to happen with the current buffs that this tank has, so I really need to, if I want to do any kind of damage, I really need to hit his commander's hatch. Now as you can see there, the IS-8 tried to side scrape and I just went through his side armor. No problem. And that's one reason why I did Rage Cell and Free Experience to the rest of my IS-8. The side armor is just awful. I didn't even try to overmatch his engine deck there. So he's at a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to turrets, just because his is on the outside. And he was able to pin mine there. That's okay. Looks like I pinned his gun there, which isn't a bad deal. So again, they're just poking when, as soon as I'm reloaded. And bouncing shots. But remember, this armor is weak according to a clanmate. But that's a Tortoise I'm bouncing, a 268 I'm bouncing, and maybe some other tanks. So here I decide to push in on the VK. And I want to get downhill just as fast as possible. And that was a bounce from a Tortoise round. Oh hey, look, another bounce from a Tortoise round. But remember, the armor is weak. This tank is weak. Oh hey, look, another bounce. See, the 268 is looking away. A very low roll there, 388. That's just terrible. Don't want to expose till I'm reloaded. And I overmatched the top of his roof. So I see a JPE is in front of me, so I go ahead and load APCR here. I believe I only carry 10 rounds of APCR in this tank. I believe I had one earlier saved for the VK just in case I had to penetrate like his turret face or another portion of his tank. Maybe shooting down at his upper front plate. And it looks like what I probably did there is hit his spaced armor at an angle, so probably wasn't going to pen that. But I go ahead and keep APCR loaded at this point, just to try and secure a little bit more damage. So I ask the 1390 to follow me, because I still have 1,594 of my own health. I can take hits from this T30 and have pretty much just no issue. I really don't mind taking hits for my team, especially when it can really enable a win. Now I can take one more hit, probably from the T30, but there's a chance that it could kill me, it could not. I'm very lucky with that snapshot. He just blew off my tracks. He may have been shooting Hesh there. Not going to pick up that kill. But do pick up the kill on the T30. But as you can see, this tank is weak, can't bounce anything. I think I've driven my point home. Anyway, let's look at the post-game results. As you can see, this was another mastery in my E75, picking up, shockingly, the steel wall and the high caliber. As far as team goes, I have finished with 5,671 damage for a base experience of 1,342. And I did 490 on detecting. Really not surprised. This thing doesn't have the greatest view range. It could if I ran coded optics, but I really want to try to improve the gun handling as much as possible. And in the end, even with a couple APCR rounds fired, I still profited 25,000. If I would not have had premium count, I would have only lost 88 credits, which is a drop in the bucket. And this was a ×5, so 10,065 experience for my crew, and to maybe convert later to, I don't remember if I had accelerated crew training on. But as you can see, the E75 is confirmed very weak. It's just terrible tank, can't balance anything. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed.